right, kiddos. I have a book here that I think is very important for us to read. Sorry for my creaky couch. But we often struggle with wanting stuff that other people have, or wanting more than we have, or wanting something that our brother or sister has that we don't have. Or if our brother and sister gets a gift and we don't get a gift, then we get upset. Or if somebody has something at school and you want that same thing. Or you think that life is all about having the biggest house or the biggest, nicest car. That's not what life is about. There's something more important to life than greed. And this story talks a lot about greed. Greed is wanting things that are not yours. And we are going to see a lot about that in this book called The Magic Fish. Now, you don't need to read this book. I do want you to listen to this book and learn from this book. This is one of my favorite books. This is by Frida Littledale, and here we begin. The Magic Fish. Let's see if you can see it well. Once upon a time, there was a poor fisherman, and he lived with his wife in an old hut by the sea. Do they have very nice things? I think you can tell that they don't. Every day, the old man would go fishing. One day, the fisherman felt something on the end of his line, and he pulled, and up came a big fish. "Put me back in that water," said the fish. "I am a magic fish. I am really a prince." "Well," said the man, "if you are a prince, I will put you back in the water." And he did. That night, his wife said to him, "Why didn't you catch any fish today?" "Well, I did catch a fish," said the man, "but he was a magic fish. He said he was really a prince, so I let him go." "Silly man," said his wife. "Why didn't you make a wish? Go back to the fish. Tell him that I wish for a pretty house." "Why?" said the man. "Never mind why," said the wife. "Go back and tell that fish I want a pretty house." "I won't go," said the man. "Go," said his wife. So the fisherman went back to the sea. Do you think she was being kind? She didn't really need that pretty house, but she demanded it, didn't she? The fisherman called, "Oh, fish, fish in the sea, come listen to me. My wife begs a wish from the magic fish." "What does she want?" said the fish. "Oh, she wants a pretty house," said the man. "Go home," said the fish. "Your wife now has a pretty house." So the man went home. The old hut was gone, and in its place was a pretty house. "This is very nice," the fisherman said. "We will be happy here." "Huh, we shall see," said the wife. The fisherman was happy. His wife was happy too. His wife was happy for 1 week. How many days is 1 week, children? 7 days. She was only happy for 7 days. Then she said to the old man, "Go back to that fish and tell him I want more than this pretty house. I want to live in a castle." "Why?" said the man. Never mind why, said the woman. Go back and tell the fish I want a castle. I don't want to go, said the man. Go, said his wife. So the man went back to the sea. And the man called, "O fish in the sea, come listen to me. My wife begs a wish from the magic fish." Well, said the fish, what does she want now? She wants a castle, said the man. Go home, said the fish. Now your wife has a castle. So the man went home. The pretty house was gone, and in its place was a castle. This is a beautiful castle, said the fisherman to his wife. We will be happy here. We shall see, said the wife. The fisherman was happy. The wife was happy too, and this time she was happy for 2 weeks. So 7 plus 7 is 14. She was happy for 14 days. Then she said to the fisherman, can you believe this? Go back to the fish. Tell him I want more than a castle. I want to be queen of the land. Why? Said the fisherman. Never mind why, said the woman. Go back to the fish and tell him I must be queen of the land. I won't go, said the fisherman. Go, said his wife. So the man went back to the sea. Boy, that woman, she's being very greedy. That is wanting things you do not need. You do not need those things to live. She just wants more, more, more. Oh, the man called, "Oh, fish in the sea, come listen to me. My wife begs a wish from the magic fish." The man looks sad, doesn't he? Ooh, and the fish doesn't look very happy either. Well, said the fish, what does she want this time? Oh, she wants to be queen of the land, said the man. Fine. Go home, said the fish. Now your wife is queen of the land. So, once again, the fisherman went home, and his wife was in the castle, and she was sitting on a throne made of gold. And she even wore a dress made of gold and a crown made of gold. So, said the man, now you are queen of the land. What a fine thing to be. At last we can be happy. We shall see, said the wife. The fisherman was happy. His wife was happy too. This time she was happy for 3 weeks. So 7 plus 7 plus 7. She was happy for 21 days. Then, of course, you know what happened. She got greedy again. She said to the fisherman, go back to that fish and tell him I want more than to be queen of the land. Tell him I want to be queen of the sun and the moon and the stars. But why? Said the fisherman. Never mind why, she said. Just go back to the fish. Do you hear how awful her voice is? That's how awful your voice sounds when you're greedy. It's a horrible thing to hear. You don't like hearing about this, do you? Well, your parents don't like hearing you be greedy either. Go back to that fish and tell him I want to be queen of the sun and the moon and the stars. I don't want to go, said the man. "The fish will be angry." "You go," said his wife. Oh, so the man went back to the sea, and he called, "Oh, fish of the sea, come listen to me. My wife begs a wish from the magic fish." Now you can tell the fish is very angry. Even the waves seem angry. "What is it now?" said the fish. "She wants to be queen of the sun and the moon and the stars," said the fisherman. "No, no, no," said the fish. "She wants too much. She cannot be queen of the sun. She cannot be queen of the moon and the stars. She must go back to her old hut." Went too far. So the fisherman went home, and the castle was gone, and the old hut was back in its place, and his wife was inside, and she is still there to this very day. Things don't usually work out when you're greedy. It ruins everything for everyone. So next time you catch yourself being greedy, stop and remember this story. No one likes a greedy person. Now, because this is called the story of the magic fish, I'm going to show you a magic trick that you can do. You don't need anything except your two hands. Okay? You're going to take and wrap your finger around your thumb like this. You got it? And then you're going to pull really hard. See? You can pull your thumb off for a second. Ready? Pull, 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 pull. Ow! That hurts. Maybe you figured it out. That's not really my thumb. Nope. So you have to bend this thumb down to make it look like you don't have any thumb there. And you bend this thumb up. But of course you can tell that's two different thumbs. So you have to wrap your finger around and you pretend like you're pulling your finger apart. It's a magic trick. Try it.